Gaffer, a tough afternoon, but were you pleased, or did it get a little bit better in the second half?
Yeah, it was miles better in the second half. I think, I've said that a couple of times recently. But in this game, I think the first half we'd 7 academy boys in there, or through our academy. But I think a couple of them, I just asked too much of them. I think Derby, very good team, very strong, very experienced. So it's I can't fault the players. The effort was there first half. I think it was just very, very difficult for them to have that many on the pitch. So I've just asked too much of them in that first half. Be a big experience for them and for me. So it's and then what the team gave me second half. At that point we went toe to toe with one of the better teams in the league, and it felt like a proper performance. We had more threat in the attacking third. We had speed coming on. So it's it was again very, very different second half.
You know, even if we had the likes of Wyke, Jordan Jones, one of the more experienced fellas in the team today, was it always going to be a tough ask against a team that's undefeated in the league since end of October? Yeah,
it was always going to be like that. I think, it was only 2 or 3 games ago that we felt we were on that run. But I think today, particularly in that first half, even though I think we had more of the ball, they were by far the more dominant team in the first half. It was going to be a tough ask, and maybe it was. I just asked a little bit too much of too many of the younger ones. I think we've done really well with our younger players. I think ideally you always bring them in next to experience, or when the team's on a good run. First half it was really tough, but in fairness to them, they stuck at it. I knew that there was going to be moments where they'd make the wrong decision or lose the ball, but they stuck at it. The changes in the second half, the dynamic of the game changed. So, I'm reasonably pleased with that. And now it's a massive game against Carlisle in a few days.
Sam made some big saves in that first half, didn't he, to keep it at 1-0 and keep us in the game?
Yeah, Sam's been doing that all season, really. I think in that first half, like I said, Derby were far better. They were stronger, and they used the ball probably better than we did. I think once we started to give the ball away once or twice, they came to high press. Once when you have a team do that against you, you have to keep playing and find that free man. I think we stopped a little, which is also understandable, considering some of the lads they had. This was their first start or second start, so I can't criticise the players. I'll take that. I've asked too much of too many young players today. Brilliant experience for them, and then the second half it really felt like we were going toe to toe, and it was a lot better performance.
You touched on it there. You made a number of changes, a couple at half time in the second half. Difference in the second half in terms of the performance, but did we test the goalkeeper enough? Do you feel in the end, or would you have liked to have seen a little bit more quality in that final third?
I think we were testing Derby enough. I think ideally you always have more. You have even more. I think that's maybe where we're at in the final third at the moment. Again, relying on players to go week in, week out at the moment, which is tough with games every few days. But no, I thought the attacking players that came on, Callum, Johnny Smith, I thought they did particularly well. Maybe from a central area we can be a little bit more creative or get more shots on target, but I can't criticise the players second half. Honestly, the difference in the second half compared to the first was there's a reason why the fans sort of felt the way they did at the end of the game. So I can't criticise the players. This is the young boys have been brilliant, really have. I've asked a lot of them, all the young players. Some of them have came on at big moments. Chris C came on brilliant against Port Vale. Don't worry, they'll come again. So it was a tough first half, but second much better.
Tello obviously came on in that second half as well, and once he gets a few more minutes under his belt, we'll start to see the benefit of him back in the team as well, won't we? Yeah,
Tello's a really good footballer. I think you immediately saw when you get the likes of him, the same as like Martial. Even look, you had Cal and Johnny come on. When you have people that can receive under pressure, take people on, it makes a world of difference. I have to be reasonably patient with Tello. I didn't want to use him for that long, but he actually had a really positive impact. So hopefully he gets closer to more minutes. We have to try and win games. That's the position we're in. with Jordan illness taking longer and Charlie obviously having an amazing moment with his family, we'll see what the squad's like on for Carlisle.
Just on to Carlisle, you touched it there, no time to feel sorry for ourselves, we go again. The schedule's relentless around Christmas, but we're up for another big game on Friday. Yeah,
we'll need to be. I think the lads have to recover. I also have to let them know how, I think they were a good second half. I think we can be even better, particularly in that final third. Sometimes that's, we're missing some players or over-reliant on others, but that's also, every team has that. So we have to come again on the 29th.
Just in other news, Josh Stones on loan at Oldham, another goal, another 2 assists today as well. Is that exactly why you've sent him out on loan, to get those minutes and to perform?
Yeah, look, it's at that moment when we made that decision, everyone was pretty healthy. Obviously, things have changed slightly in our squad. It's amazing for him over the next 3-4 weeks to go and get those minutes in the National League. So Josh he's done fine for us. I really want him to get minutes so that when he comes back here, he's ready to fight for a position in League One and be a main number 9. You've got Charlie Wyke in that position, Josh as well coming on. Stephen Humphreys has played in that position, so minutes have been tough for him. Start of the season, Charlie Wyke was on fire, and then Stephen Humphreys came into incredible form in that position. So at that time when we let Josh go, it was the right decision. Obviously, with losing numbers in that forward line, it might. It's been a little bit lighter for us in that position, but for Josh, it's really good, and we'll see him back in a couple of weeks.